Greetings, Eric Backer, naturopath from New Zealand. Thanks for coming back and checking out this video. The question today is, should my family go on a Candida diet if I'm on the diet? Let's just say that you're a wife or you're a partner, you're a husband or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or something kind of friend, and you're in a relationship or you've got family and you've discovered that you've got problems with Candida. Is it appropriate for the family to go on that kind of approach? Well, I think in many cases it is, and it depends also who's the primary cook or who's actually taking care of the food. In our house, it's me. I've always been the cook and the chef and the bottle washer and the cleaner and all that kind of stuff. So Tracy and I have always worked as a team. So Tracy does a lot of my administration, paperwork and things like that, and I tend to do all the cooking, a lot of the kitchen duties and cleaning and things like that. So if you're in a house, I hope that you guys work as a team too, because it tends to be really easy that way. You've got sort of certain roles you do and they overlap each other. So the person in charge of the stove and the chopping board and the knife often has a big sway over what people eat and what they don't eat. I've always tried to raise my family, especially my wife and 4 kids, on really good food. We've always eaten what I consider to be very well. Lots and lots of organic vegetables and fruits and lean meats and seafoods and nuts and seeds and things like that. So with us, it's not really a question should the family go on a special diet, because we've eaten well for the last 25 plus years. But for you, for example, I'm not sure what your personal circumstances are. They may be better than mine. They may be not quite like what I'm doing at the moment. So, but if you have got health issues, I always encourage you to make positive changes in what you're eating. Don't make them very rapidly with yourself, particularly with the family, is you need to make change very slowly but surely. That's like you wouldn't all of a sudden say to the family, right, today we're going to join the gym and everybody's going to come down the gym with me and we're all going to do pump classes and cardio and then we're going to do a marathon next month and stuff like that. You're going to get a lot of, oh yeah, right, all these bored people and people walking off, to their iPads and stuff like that. So you're not going to get any attention from people doing that. So don't make change quickly in lifestyle or diet. Make change slowly. So let's just say, for example, that you felt that you were carrying a little bit of weight and that you want to make some positive changes for other people that may be unwell or have gut issues or weight issues. One good thing you could do, for example, would be to cut down the amount of bread the family's eating. Just buy less bread and look at other type of carbohydrate approach by putting a bit more brown rice in the diet, a little bit more chickpeas in the diet. Slowly introduce, for example, some lentils or some beans in with some salads and very slowly make these changes. Slowly move away from takeaway food, for example. If you're eating takeaway once a week, kick it to once every fortnight. I don't eat takeaway food and we haven't eaten takeaway food for years. We just don't like that kind of crap. We always like going away, but we much prefer to be at home because we've got a much better control over what we can eat. I get always disappointed when I eat out. It's incredible. I just get so disappointed. I don't know about you guys. So you remember, when you control the knife and the kitchen sink and the stove, you can control ultimately also the family's destiny in terms of health. So making the right choices with vegetables and lean meats, eating good meals at regular times of the day. It's not hard for the whole family to go on an anti-Candida kind of diet approach. It's very simple. It's simpler if you eat well from the start, but if you don't eat well, make slow positive changes over, say, a 3-month to 6-month period, and eventually you're eating very, very well. Also depends on the age of the children or the family at home. If you've got younger children, it's easier to make change quicker. If you've got teenagers and they've been eating pizzas 3 times a week, it's a lot harder to make change. Therefore, I encourage you, if you've got a young family, to make the change early on, so you're not struggling to try and get teenagers to eat well when they're on the verge of leaving home. So that was always my aim. And now I've got, teenagers and grown-ups that are living a way that are cooking their own food and eating avocados and making up good, salads and cooking the way that I used to cook when they were at home. So you're planting that seed. So most likely that when they have children, they'll continue on a healthy cycle like that. It starts when they're babies, guys. Don't leave it until it's too late, okay? But I think the whole family can go on the anti-Candida diet. You can cut out a lot of the sweet fruits, especially if you're buying all these fruit and vegetables and groceries. You control, to a large extent, what the family eat. So if you make the right choices at the grocery, at the shop, then you're going to have the right choices at home when it comes to the food. Make the right choices with beverages. Don't buy soda drinks. Just get maybe pure water and put some dilute fruit juices in there, or slices of lemon, herbal teas, green teas. Don't buy alcohol or minimal alcohol, and the family won't be drinking lots of alcohol. Choice is all yours. It's not a hard thing to do. So I hope you gained a bit of information from the video, but I'll leave you on this note. Start when they're young. Trust me, it's a lot easier to do that than when they get a bit older. Thanks for tuning in.